Tell us why you decided to retire.
Well, I think it was a culmination of a number of things. It's a unique decision to me. I'd done a lot of research of what I had experienced in my past, projected to what I would have to do to be the linebacker I wanted to be, and for me it wasn't worth the risk. Not to say it's a certainty. I could be wrong. I hope I'm not. I hope I am wrong, honestly. But for me, it was the right decision.
When you thought about that risk, I mean, what did you, as you played it out in your mind, what were you imagining could happen to you?
Brain disease, frankly. And not to say that players who've played for a long time, who've been physical players, that it's a foregone conclusion. But to me, the chance of that happening was more of a negative than the positive that my potential career could be.
When did you begin to think about this?
I'd always been aware. I think when it changed from an awareness to actively researching and finding out more as it pertained to my life and my football career, I would say this past August.
So at the start of training camp, you're beginning to really start to, I mean, you hadn't even played a game yet.
Yeah, one instance in particular in camp where I thought I sustained probably a mild concussion and just played through what football players refer to as a ding or getting your bell rung. And that was the moment where it really went differently for me. It wasn't just in the periphery aware of things that are going on. It became more wanting to research and find out the seriousness of the issue.
What was it about that hit?
It was just kind of the realization, I just started my professional career, and am I going to go down this road? Am I going to commit the prime of my life to something that could ultimately be detrimental to my health? And that just kind of triggered my thinking and changed the way I viewed the risks.
What do you think the message is that people are going to get from you deciding to retire so soon?
I don't want the message to be absolutely don't play football or decide not to do this or that. I think the thing that I can convey to youth and to parents is just make an informed decision. If you weigh the risks and you decide this is something you want to partake in, it's a free country, and NFL, will exist for a long time. They make a lot of money, so you have the freedom to do what you want, and I think that's important. However, if I could relay a message to kids, to their parents, it'd be twofold. One, just make an informed decision, and two, don't play through concussions. You
began to have this just incredible season for the Niners, one of the top rookies. Patrick Willis gets hurt. You're playing 2 interceptions in a game, first time for a rookie Niner. Does that impact you as you're sort of thinking about what you're going to do?
It was kind of confusing. I mean, I don't think it swayed my decision. I think how I felt and what I'd learned was more important than 2 interceptions in a game or accolades or even team success. Individual health there's few things in the world more important than that.
One of the things Niners fans found solace in was that you were going to be here. Yeah. I think it's such a hard thing for people to process. Can you sort of elaborate on that at all?
Yeah, I can relate. I mean, from the outside looking in, that it wouldn't make sense to a lot of people. And I've had close friends who said, "Well, why don't you just play one more year? It's a lot more money. You probably won't get hurt." I just don't want to get in the situation where I'm negotiating my health for money. And who knows how many hits is too many. And my end goal is a long-term picture. It's not, I'm not willing to sacrifice 15 to 20 years of my life, even if I die healthy, but younger. I want to live a long, healthy life. And I could be wrong. I hope I am. I hope my friends and teammates who've played this game and continue to decide to play this game are healthy. But for me, just personally, I don't think the risks were worth what I could gain from football.
How widespread is the concern amongst players?
I do think it's more well understood right now in the 2015 NFL than it was 5, 10, 20 years ago. But it's not something that is openly talked about a whole lot. There's a task at hand, and it's very much a focused arena where it's just you're plodding forward and you're in this together. And that's been the most difficult part for me. Is I loved being a teammate. I loved the camaraderie, and I just don't want to leave my guys hanging. And they were counting on me to be there next year, and they're great people and friends. So that hurts, but I know this is right for me.